going on, YouTubers? Sorry about that. Hey, I'm on my way to a weekly craft show I do on Saturdays. It's a farmer's market / artisans market. And I figured I'd set up the cameras and I'd kind of show you how I set up the tables. And maybe if you're better at doing that, you can give me some suggestions. And maybe if you're nervous about trying it for the first time, this will give you a little encouragement and give you some ideas on how to do it for yourself. So let's get going here. Okay, so I am heading from my little burg of Kingsley over to the little burg of Frankfort, Michigan. It's a little town on the coast of Lake Michigan, about an hour away from me, outside of Traverse City. And it's a big touristy area, so lots of tourist money. So I'm going to go set up there today. I set up every Saturday there. It's a farmer / artisan market. A lot of crafters are there. It's usually about 50-50 between crafters and farmers, but it's not just a farmer's market. So you get a lot of people there that like the homemade stuff. So gonna set up there and figured since I've got an hour drive, I'd give you some thoughts on what you might want / need for your first craft show. If you're a craft vet, do these shows a lot, this video probably isn't going to help you out that much. I haven't been doing them long. This is only my second year. So I'll just give you some of my initial impressions. And if you see the way I set up tables and you say, no, you could do so much better by doing this, please let me know in the comments, because I'd love to learn from you, and maybe you can learn something from me. So just a couple of early thoughts. What do you need for a craft show? I'm going to say get a tent. Make sure you have a decent 10x10 canopy. That's the one thing you don't want to skimp on. You want something that's going to stand up to the sudden gusts of wind. You're going to be setting this thing up not only to keep you out of the sun, but also to keep you out of the rain. And when it rains, sometimes it gets pretty dang windy. And I've seen way too many tents just go down. They get blown away, but they go down because the wind just twists them, and boom, the supports are gone. And you want something beefy. So that would be my first suggestion, is save up and spend the money on a good tent. Along with that, you're going to want the weights for the legs. Now, you can buy them. They do sell all kinds of different versions. Ones that hang, ones that slip around the legs. They look like weights that you might find on a dumbbell set or something. I'm too cheap, you know me, and so I just bought some sandbags and filled it with the ash and the clinker from my forge. I guess I could have filled it with sand, but I had a big pile sitting there, so I filled it up. So each one weighs probably 40 pounds, and that's what I use. I just tie them to the legs of my tent, and has worked great. Never had a problem with it. They are kind of ugly, but yeah. Well, let's talk about your commitment to this. You sign up for a show. The day of the show comes, you're watching the weather, the forecast, and it's saying rain, and you're like, hey, what are we going to do? Am I going to go? You've got to make the call. It's raining here this morning, and I'm heading out there. AccuWeather says that the rain should be stopping at some point. So I'm going and I'm setting up. Setting up in the rain totally sucks, especially dealing with the knives. You don't want your knives getting wet and staying wet, so I think it's going to clear up, and I'm heading out there. Alright, so here we are, and look at that view. You could pick a worse place to have a market. Let's get set up.
La Hey, here's something I forgot to tell you about. This display is just a fireplace screen I found at a garage sale. I welded some little brackets on it so I could clamp it to my table so it wouldn't blow over in the wind. And now I'm hanging signs and stuff on it. It's pretty cool. So since I know I'll get questions, how did you hang stuff on there? The screen is really too thin to put any kind of S-hook through. So what I did was just took some cord, I think I used hemp string or something, just something black, and wove it through the screen. So depending on where it is, you know, it's either on this side, there's a loop, or on the other side there's a loop right next to it, and then there's a loop on this side, loop on the other side, loop on this side. And what I do is just hang the S-hooks on that cord, and then I can hang whatever I want on there.
So, photographer.
I'm sure. If you feel strong. Okay, make sure you have business cards out. This one, I made this little holder, just kind of bending some metal around. If you're going to take cards, make sure you have something that displays that you have cards out. And then here's an idea for you. Ever wonder what to do with your clinker? Spread it around your tables, and kids will ask about it. Adults will ask about it. I tell them it's dragon poop. I got a dragon living in my yard. I know, because I find his poop every morning. So here's another quick tip for you. I found out this by mistake. I use lemon oil on my wood stuff, but one day I was just trying to shine up some of the steel that I had done. Yeah, you know, I do the bake down finish in the forge, and the lemon juice or lemon
I
oil.
stopped and looked at these things the other day, and
Yeah, sorry about that. So lemon oil will really help shine up the steel. If you do the baked on finish in the forge like I do, it'll really turn that black nice and crisp and somewhat shiny, and it makes it smell good too.
Peter?
Dragon poop. So these are the tools I use to price everything. Make sure you have prices on everything. Well, I'll give you the caveat on that in just a minute, but I just use business card. If I need to describe what the item is, I'll do that. Otherwise, I just write the price on it. Punch a little hole in the corner. And then I use some of this hemp, this black hemp twine, to tie it to whatever I need to tie it to.
Yeah, I look at others and like numbered them out. They apparently go short on this one.
Alright, so right in the front, I've got the most impressive things that I make, which are the Damascus knives. Those are front and, well, not front and center, but front and to the side, because I think these are going to draw the most attention. Even people that aren't even interested in buying a knife are going to stop and look at them. 5 minutes before the market officially opens. That means I have time to run down the street to the local gas station and get some pop and some supplies for today. I do this myself, so I don't have anyone to relieve me, so I have free time to go run and do things. So if you're doing them by yourself, you know, make sure you've got water, pop, whatever you're gonna want, snacks, because it's only 5 hours, but that 5 hours will drag on when you're sitting there going, boy, I wish I had something to drink. Alright, so I'm all set up, but people get a little goofy when the camera's running. They don't want to be on camera or anything like that, so I might try leaving this running kind of in the background so I can show you how I approach people. My philosophy is say hi to everyone. Try to get them laughing and smiling and feeling good, and That goes with greeting them with a smile. Just saying, hey, nice, nice upbeat, hey, how you doing today? That kind of thing. You just want to be friendly. And if you can get them talking, if you can get a piece of your work into their hands and get them talking, asking questions. Oh, that reminds me about the philosophy on pricing. I said price everything, but there are just a couple of things on the table that I don't put a price on specifically. Some of the beam hooks or nail hooks, if you call them that. But I don't price those. I sell those $10 for the first one, $5 for every one after that. So 4 hooks or 3 hooks would be $20. So that's a decent price on those. But people always pick those up and ask, what are they? And I like that the pricing of it that way, so they can buy as many as they want or as few as they want. I guess I could put a sign out saying what the price is, but I like the communication. So there's that, and then there might be a thing or two also that I haven't put up there. But there's someone at my table now. I gotta go greet them. Morning.
Good morning.
How are you? Hanging in there. How are you, ma'am?
Good, how are you?
Hanging in there.
I like those crosses.
Thank you.
Yeah, I came back home. I'm back this way. I'm just making my way down, but I really like that cross.
So the camera's making people nervous. I'm gonna set it up behind that fireplace screen. You probably won't see much, but at least you'll hear a little bit. But we're not selling anything because people are nervous from the camera. So let me see what this does.
Wow, look at that knife. Isn't that beautiful?
No, it would look even more beautiful.
I know what you're going to say. Are you from here?
From Kingsley.
Okay. Can I take one of your cards?
Absolutely, they're right there in the corner. Wow. New smaller ones, and then I also do these beam hooks. Somebody came and just bought every beam hook I have, but it's the kind you just nail into the wall. The hook itself is what you nail into the wall.
Oh, yeah.
So one side has a, like that, and then it curves around into the hook.
Oh, okay.
See, you're asking you.
She wants to hang towels on them and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, yeah. You honestly, you could if you made it.
Looks good, thank you.
Yeah, hang on good.
All right. Ooh, you got a new knife too, different one. And that one's made from a chainsaw chain. Chainsaw chain. Yep. I was just having fun this week. Yeah, little cutie. Little cockers coming in. Yeah. Brittany? Yeah.
So are these designed to be a hook?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're called beam hooks. And you just take them and you nail them in. These are nice. You make them all? Yes. Chainsaw chain? Yep. Yeah, generally when I do Damascus, I'll buy the sheet steel and forge weld it together and draw it out like that one's 121 layers, twisted, and do whatever I feel like doing the pattern. This week I didn't have enough time to put out a whole knife because those take so much time. So I play around with the chainsaw chain and see if I can get it forge welded together, and it came out. I did put a solid piece of 1080 in there for the cutting edge because I don't know what steel the chainsaw chain is.
So it's been a pretty good day. Again, I wish I had run the camera a little more for customers for you, but people are shy about the camera and don't want to come near the tables if they think it's running. So did my best, and hopefully you got a little bit out of it. But here we are. It's 15 minutes until this market closes, and I'd say about half the vendors are already packing up. And that leads to another thing is why? That 15 minutes could get you a $200 sale. If it's going to ruin your life to stay that 15 minutes, well, pack up and go. But just because you're bored, well, guess what? I've been bored for 5 hours. 15 more minutes isn't going to kill me, and I might get a sale out of it. So I say, wait, spend the whole time. You paid for it, you might as well use it. Well, it's 2 o'clock now, which means the market is packing up, but there's still a lot of last-minute looky-loos. And since they yell at you, if you don't get out of here relatively quickly, I'm going to start packing up, and I'm going to go real slow. take the signs down. I'm going to take my time so that these last few looky-loos can see my stuff and maybe get a sale out of it.
How are you, sir?
I'm wonderful. Yourself.
Hanging in there.
Could I grab one of your cards?
Absolutely, please do.
Thank you very much.
Well, there we go. Pretty awesome day at the market. Did okay. Did not have the best day there, but certainly wasn't my worst day either. And staying that extra 15 minutes, I don't know if, I didn't sell anything in that 15 minutes, but I certainly had more people come up and more people took my card and more people said they'll be getting a hold of me to order stuff. Now, 90% of the time that doesn't happen, but that 10%, 5%, whatever it is that actually follows through and does it, you can't put a price on that for staying 15 minutes. So, glad I did. No regrets there. Hey, a couple other thoughts before I wrap up here. If standing for long periods of time is going to be an issue, make sure you bring a folding chair. I prefer to stand. I stand the whole time. I think that gives the impression to people that I'm eager to sell. I'm eager to engage with them, as if I'm standing right there and can walk up quick. If they have a question about something and I'm on the other side of the tent, I can walk over there really quickly. When people get up, if I had to get out of a chair, even though I wouldn't intend to groan or make noises, sometimes as you get older, you groan and make noises and people can interpret that as, oh, this guy really doesn't care to be talking to me. And I don't want to give them any impression whatsoever besides the fact that I'm happy to see them and I am thrilled that they are considering spending their money with me. But if standing for 5 hours is going to be an issue, make sure you have a chair, because it does get to be a long day. I mean, my feet are killing me right now. The other thing is the downtime. I tend to bring something to do in the downtime that's going to draw attention to my tent. I actually used to juggle when I was a teenager. I would juggle for like kids' birthday parties and stuff. I haven't done it in 20 years, but I did find my old juggling stuff a while ago, and so I bring my juggling pins and whatever else I have lying around, and I just juggle and I do stuff, and it gets the kids over there to watch sometimes, but it also is movement and draws attention to my tent, which is what I want, because a lot of times people will walk right past your tent, and if there's nothing there to draw attention to it, then they'll walk right past it and they'll never see anything that you have on the table. You might have the perfect item for them. They've been looking for this for years, but if they don't look in your direction, then they're never going to see it and you're never going to sell it to them. So that's why, something with movement, that's why I like juggling. If you play an instrument, play the guitar or something, you can bring that out, do a little strumming or something. Just get people to at least turn their heads for the potential that they'll look on your tables and see what you have. So that's why I like things with movement, but just for a boredom standpoint, bring a book, make sure your phone is charged all the way so you can surf the internet or something. because it does get boring. There's a lull in the people. It can get really boring. So on the way home now, I've got about an hour drive, and in that time, I'm going to be thinking, what did I do? What did I sell? What drew people's attention? What do I need to make this week? And I'm going to get a game plan starting for tomorrow, because I got to get those tables filled up again for next weekend. Hope this video helped you out. I'll try and do like little things like this, maybe some different sales techniques or something. I don't know. I hope this helps. I wish there was a video like this that I was able to find easily when I first started. So maybe it'll help you out if you're thinking about doing craft shows. I will catch you next time. I got lots of knives I need to make and other stuff, and we'll keep the videos coming. So thanks everybody. We'll see you next time.